Hello everyone, greetings of the day. Today our topic is water resources from chapter 2 natural resources. Water is a natural resources which is available naturally in the environment, and today we are going to discuss about water resources.
I am Dr. Prerna, Assistant Professor at AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune, and today we are going to discuss about the topic water resources. This topic is covered under program BSc Hospitality Studies, class 2nd year, course HS307, Environment Science 1, Chapter 2, Natural Resources. Course outcomes are: aim to establish the importance of environmental issues, provide insight on environmental management in hospitality industry, understand the benefits of eco-friendly practices to have a sustainable environment in daily operations of hotel. Today's learning outcomes are: understand the concept of natural resources. In that specifically we will see what is water resources. Know about problem associated with water resources. Learn the conservation steps in water resources. This is part 1. In that, first of all, we'll see the introduction about water resources and what is freshwater crisis. In part 2, we'll see the problem associated with water resources and what are the different steps that will take care about the conservation on water resources. A very true statement is given by Leonardo da Vinci, that is, water is the driver of nature. Water is an essential resource for life on Earth. Approximately 70.8% surface of Earth is covered with water. 97% is not fit for human consumption. Out of that, 2% is locked as a glacier and only less than 1% water is available as fresh water, and that is human can use for their consumption and other uses. Water is very important source and essential for life, and it has unique characteristics such as: water exists as liquid. Water exists as liquid over a wide range of temperature from 0 to 1000 degrees Celsius, with the highest specific heat and latent heat of vaporization. Water is excellent solvent and act as a carrier of nutrients and help them to distribute to the cells in the body, regulates the body temperature and support structure, and can dissolve various pollutant and can act as a carrier of large number of microorganisms. It is responsible for hydrological cycle. Hydrological cycle which act as a resource of water to the earth. It is estimated that about 1.4-inch thick layer of water evaporates and majority of water returns to the earth through hydrological cycle. Isn't it interesting, students? And the unique character of water? Yes, it is. And water is very, very unique. Like the unique characteristics of water, there are different uses of water also. More than 99% of earth water is unusable. Only 1% water is available for people, animals, plants, and earth. There is an uneven distribution of water resources. Tropical rainforests are receive maximum rainfall, whereas desert receive only little rainfall. Due to its unique properties, water is of multiple uses for all living organisms. Water is absolutely essential for all living organisms for their life. One can survive for weeks without food, but cannot survive more than few days without water. Since the earliest days of mankind, water availability was the major factor to decide the place of human settlements. Water dissolves nutrients and distribute them in different parts of plants and regulate the temperature and also remove the waste. Apart from this, water is used in different types of farming in agriculture land. Water is a very essential for completing the household tasks such as cooking food, cleaning of utensils, cleaning and washing of clothes, maintaining cleaning and standard in the house, etc. Water is also very important for different industries. Let us discuss the freshwater crisis. On global scale, water availability is not a problem itself, but its availability in right form, right time, and right place is a problem. Irregularity in duration and intensity of rainfall cause floods and drought conditions. Out of the total water res- reserves of the world, about 97% is salty water, that is marine, and only 3% water is fresh water. Due to increased demands, overuse of groundwater for drinking, irrigation, and domestic purposes has led to rapid depletion of groundwater in various regions to lowering of water table. Water pollution is a main problem related with the fresh water crisis. Problem of pollution of many of the groundwater has made them unfit for consumption. Rivers and streams have long been used for discharging the waste. Due to industrialization, river water are being polluted because industrial residues are pushed into the rivers. Civilization have grown and flourished on the banks of the rivers, but being overpolluted due to fast growth are polluting the natural resources of water. Now we have discussed the freshwater crisis problem. Let's watch this video on freshwater availability in future. This video gave us a clear picture about the availability of clean water in future. In today's session, that is Water Resources Part 1, we discuss about the introduction of water, unique characteristics of water, and the various uses of water. We also discuss about the fresh water crisis. For more details about this part, you can go and visit the sites which are available in front of your screen. Video courtesy to TED Talks. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to attempt the quiz. Save water, save life. Thank you once again.